because you want to go racing. It's another thing to bump that thing in properly, stage it properly, drive it properly, and chase a tune-up, where some of these guys, when you look at that 16, hundreds of runs under their belts with that combo. And one thing I love about it, when you go down through the pits, JB, as you did, just real steel, real machinery.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, exactly.
Just like, I mean, I was there looking at 3 different Mustangs, Joey Bridges, we saw Corey Darks, just looking under all the combos, Smithy's combo there as well. They're all doing the one thing, chasing the Radial dream. This is Kenda 660, Q number 2. We start with Graham, Grumsy, McKinnon and Lee Hill. Probably going to be in that Radial rumble area of qualifying once we split the fields after this session.
Runs up through 799 at 87 miles per hour. But number one qualifier at the moment, we knew it was going to be a black belt to the front after that 409 last night. Goes 412 earlier today, so straight back on the money that we saw Wade Wagstaff running last night. Now Steve Wilson up against Hilton Ballingary in the little Datto CA18 4-cylinder. Yeah, got the hair dryer on there too.
Hilly gets 2 runs. I think 57. Now he's gone 31. The car's giving him that horsepower solutions love. Wilson gets one down there in the 7s, and here he is, the man that drove it up in the 7, drove it home. Zoran Ivanovic and Rob Barak. How about that? The Race Bolts Turbo Proton. It doesn't matter what you bring to the start line in a Kenda 660. You just better send it. He has qualified with a 525. Rob Barak in beside him with the little Proton. He's run on through as well. What is 690, I think? Yeah, this is interesting, folks. Talk about a soap opera. Perry Boulevard, one of the top-notch performers, the guy that wants the 3 worse than anyone else out there, decided, I'm going to get up there in front of Wade Wagstaff. Get this, Wade Wagstaff, toes behind right now, number 1 qualified. That's all right. Perry Boulevard is in the water, and he wants to be the first to run a 3. And the best chance you can give yourself is get to the lanes before Wade Wagstaff, and he's done that. And Perry might want it now. It's going to be hard. We saw Goran in the high horsepower car zing him. We've got the cloud cover that's helped us. The sun's out now. All of this affects this Radial tune-up. Who's got the best average tune-up over 2? And hopefully, if he's going to swing for the fences, there will be a risk involved.
Well, absolutely. I mean, at the end of the day, as you said, who's going to go chase it first? Boulevard's decided that he's going to put his money where his mouth is. So he's keen as mustard to try and get out and run that first sub-4-second pass. But for the moment, of course, Perry Boulevard, the Snickers car, 426. We saw him go, last night? I think it was a 409. 409.
Yeah, 197. 197. So there's a 200, because you know what, and we talked about whether it's happening at the right or whether it happens when it happens, but whatever happens, if it's a 3-second, 200-mile-an-hour pass, it was 3,000 for the first 3, 2,000 for the first 200. Could it be a $5,000 pass?
Well, hey, at the end of the day, and then of course, you're looking also at the potential of taking home 1,000 extra in your pocket for taking the win if you can get it all the way to the final. Perry Boulevard, he's the man that's about to come out. All eyes are on him at the moment, the Chev Camaro with a Snickers livery down the side. 572 cubes, turbocharged, about to unload. In beside him, Cameron Snow with the 615 cube Camaro.
First one for Snowy of the day, missed the first one, stuck in tech. Let's just go silent for a moment, listen to the Snickers. In there quickly to get in front of your opponent might have just bitten. Well, Perry took the risk, but Wade Wagstaff hasn't done that yet, so he might just take a time. He might either take a degree out on the timing grid or put a degree in. You know what I mean? Like the difference between 100 or aggressive. Yeah, well, it can be 100 to 200 horsepower on a blown engine with just a degree of timing.
100%.
So whether or not he makes a change to what he's going to send, or whether he learned from what some of these bigger cars, I bet you they'll be up having a quick look at the next.
Skull Island? What was it?
Look, it was the Super Cheap promo where we sell the likes of Stephen Loader. There was
Hand,
Schwartzy. There was Sawyer.
Yeah.
And of course this thing here.
His other car.
Yeah, indeed. And then there was the second part that Matty Mingay and the boys from Hot Wheels were involved.
It was an insane marketing campaign, and Justin from Horsepower Solutions said it was the most insane week that they've ever done.
Well, the funny thing is they filmed that entire thing at Calder.
Yeah.
And that island that is, in fact, the Skull Island is it's a protected national treasure. Well, talking about Pete Sawyer, of course, he's got the Monaro and he's got the Ford Mercury as well. 625, 110.
Boy, we're talking about the island, and then we look at because remember what he does in the ad is exactly why he got in the ad. Because remember because that thing does the ad in the commercial. It does the wheel stand.
Exactly.
Justin said, you know how hard it was to make it do that because they said to Calder Park, if you give us a bit of prep on here, we'll make it do it. They said $3,000, and they said stick it up your ass. So
I'm surprised because I would have thought Super Cheap would have gone, well, if you're placing it, mate,
there it is. You're right.
Hey, look, at the end of the day, we're here with all the action is the Kenda Tire 660 Drag Radial Series.
We just got to watch a number here, JB. Now, Scott Cortina knows that someone just came up and said, you know, the JW Automotive VL with the 235 has got the record of 235 at 504. He went 514, Scott Cortina, with a completely different car.
Yep.
You see how
totally different setup.
You see how sometimes battles just come from nowhere into the tyre. All right, look how small the little tyre is on that for Scott Cortina. It's 570 cubes in 2 stages.
But you know better than I do, It went 514 early, so he's super consistent.
Yeah, that is good. Isn't it just a glory to see that, but just to appreciate it. And I love that numbers. I love that we can focus new target numbers for everyone to appreciate when it happens.
Yeah, absolutely.
This is off chat, JB. I'm going to rave on about cars. Terry Ellis. Now this, of course, is
Terry.
Well, Terry's customer owns this car from Victoria. He's not here this weekend. Terry goes, can I take it out for a spin? 100%. So, and this thing, 420 cubes of small block, is a 7-second car over the corner. Watch us to run a high 405. Tony Ellis, he previously went 715. He'd probably be in Radial Rumble after Q2.
Well, we are in with Ellis waiting on scene over there. He's no stranger to the
Start kicks in, that's the Copulate feature. Because we're right through this thing. Yeah, tree. You go right tree in 7 seconds.
You missed the first cue, second cue. No.
That's why we leave it to Justin. and they ask me and I go, well, you guys know what you're talking about.
I think that was a rather good question. No, it's not often that you are totally lost for something to go, no, it's this way.
No,
Like, good question. Full brain, I would say.
Full brain just engaged there. Yeah, no, cool. I did have to leave Beard once here. It was funny. I got him the same way. He would talk. Look at this. I can't believe this is the longest wheelbase in Radial racing.
For sure. Lee Dark coming down with the Dodge engine. 496 cube. He's blown and injected that big and ugly sitting up at the top. Look, magic in that like livery. Down beside him, of course, is Crosby Williams. This is man. Been watching this thing for years. It's been charged. The Ford 6-cylinder.
Who wouldn't want a blowing 6-cylinder hot rod like that? I think that. I'd think that.
Man, I'll tell you what, you're certainly going to feel the wind through your hair anyway.
Yeah.
Of course, Lee Dark had a bit of an issue, couldn't get, I think it was...
It's good there, Rodney. 644, but yeah, Lee, 181, that's their spinning.
Yeah, no, well, he had some issues with the box in that last run, and that time... Had a chat with Marcus in between the rounds, and he's going for a 4. And in fact, he really just wants to get into the 5.0s, but he'll cop 4
look, 100%. I want to see Marcus Page go into 5.0s, but you know what I'd like to see? A match race with him and Rod Williams, the two hot rods running together.
Yeah, but Williams, I think, wouldn't he just go?
I know, he runs a low 6. They're just in radio racing, nowhere in the world do you see hot rods racing.
Yeah, 100%.
Again, we're like the New Zealand of radio racing. We'll just let anything go in there.
What's called radial modified?
Well, it's just about radial everything. It's Radial Wars here today.
Mage David Fraser. Fraser went 7-12. I think we're turbo 6 litre in this thing. So we're all confident in it. He's the
Yeah, 516, 135, range 2 at 89.
Yeah, just not on full potential there. I see Sean Hale pulling out. We'll have some action real quick here and regarding a 3-second question.
All right, so I'll go back to wheel stand from the first round.
Yes.
Tirana hatchback.
Yep.
Trailer.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, Haley. John Haley.
Yep. So unfortunately, we won't see that beautiful gold hatch Tirana back. It's came out in the first round and put the thing on the bumper. It obviously came out pretty hard. On the line actually, Simon Graham's doesn't. Let's have a look for Percy. 624, 109 is 2 tenths quicker than what we saw him run in the first round.
Yeah, so he's managed to get that good angle out. Simon Graham could not get that Tirana hooked up.
He's gone 520, so he's got that to fall back on, I guess.
It was good out of the trailer, and there it looked like it just had a little bit too much goodness for that round. Now listen here.
Yeah, let's talk it up.
Yes, let's listen here. Now Sean Hale, with this car, it is what you would call the epitome of a radial race car. It is if you were to open up the dictionary and put radial race car, this would pretty much pop up there. I mean, there's a million Mustangs in the world, but everyone has their own presence. This car's got a lot of presence.
Yep.
It just looks tough. You go and see with the clipboard, it's tough as you know what it is tough as. And you got to appreciate the equipment. We know as a 3 that Sean didn't buy it to run 4s. He bought it because it ran 386 in the States.
Yeah, crazy.
Frank from Dandy, sometimes I think because this isn't Frank's home track, that can be also hard with the tuning challenges of this car.
Well, you got Chris, you not only got the track to contend with, but obviously atmospheric conditions. You've got the altitude. You've got humidity. That is obviously a lot more. I guess a lot more sort of prevalent up here than it is down south. So Sean Hale from Big Waters down on the Gold Coast. He's he's not got a run on the boards as yet. I think we end up having to push him back that last one.
No,
he was just back in no time.
No, it just didn't go down under the aerial.